piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me.
We welcome you back to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's Bronco football as we get set to rejoin the action in quarter number 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side. Knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Chiefs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1 play drive and into the end zone for 6. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And oh, he coughed it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't
get touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game.
And loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City, Demarcus Robinson. Demarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Bridgewater. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Bridgewater to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket, looking for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City, DeMarcus Robinson. DeMarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Bridgewater going right back to Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. From the 24, Bridgewater. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Throwing is Bridgewater. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Bridgewater again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now here comes Kansas City. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's at the 50. 20, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last